Hey guys, welcome to Ready Set Tech. James here. Now, I'm sorry it took me so long to make another video. I was really sick for a while, but I'm glad to be back. And today I have with me the Galaxy S7. This is the 32 gigabyte gold platinum version for AT&T. And I wanted to show you guys what's inside the box and talk about some of the first impressions that I have and just share with you some of the new features on this phone. So, I have opened this device already just to take a quick peek at it. I've already installed my SIM card, but other than that, the phone is just like you would get from the factory. So let's open it up and take a look. So really like the box. It looks a little bit different. So you have your AT&T instructions. I'm going to toss that. And of course you have the AT&T It Can Wait. So this is a lesson, you guys. Do not text and drive. I think you guys already know that. But I also have the AT&T branding on the back, which I think I could have done without, but I'm not really complaining here. Let's also take a look at what's in the box. I think you just get your typical instructions or whatever else is in here. You have your SIM card key thing that opens up the SIM card tray. Then you have your charger, all this good stuff. USB connector, that's something new. This is your fast charger, fast charging adapter, headphones, all your basic stuff. So onto the phone here. I'm just gonna peel this off. That is mildly pleasing. And then just take it off the back here. At a glance, this phone does look a lot like the Galaxy S6 from last year that we all know. And one of the things that I'm starting to notice just by taking a quick look at it is on the sides, there used to be sort of a groove on the sides of the bezel right here, and they're not there anymore. It's just smooth and everything, so that's gone. Not a major change, but something worth noting. We have a glass back from last year, and I just want to talk about this because I kind of wish that Samsung would have opted for a metal back, but maybe we'll see something like that in an S8 version or for future versions of the Galaxy series. So one thing to note here is that they have decided to go with a curved back just like we've seen on the Note 5 to make the phone better to hold in the hand, and it does feel really good, so it's something to mention, and I do like this change. One thing that they've done that I mentioned on the Galaxy S6 is that there was a very big camera hump that protruded out the back, and they've shaved that down substantially to make it more flush with the back of the phone. So that is really nice to see. On the bottom, we still have your headphone jack and your micro USB port and your speaker grill. Doesn't really look any different from last year, so I'm going to be moving on to talk about what's on the inside of the device. Moving on, I want to talk about the front of the device and the display. This is a 5.1 inch, just like last year, and the resolution is exactly the same at 2560 by 1440. This is still a very impressive Quad HD AMOLED display. We have a 5 megapixel, just like last year, on the front of the phone, and it is only thing that has really changed is the aperture. So it is an f1.7 aperture that's supposed to let in more light so you can take better selfies in the dark. I will have to test this for myself. I'm not sure if they've done anything with the fingerprint sensor. I'll just have to see over time. On the back, we have your heart rate sensor that hasn't changed. I don't know if that's going to be quicker. With the camera, it used to be 16 megapixels and they bumped it down to 12, so a lot of people might be complaining, but in reality, pixels are not everything because they have also gone with the f1.7 aperture. Now this is the business end of the phone. This is going to be where you're taking most of your photos and videos. You're going to have better nighttime photos. They've also included something called dual pixel autofocus, so it's supposed to focus a lot faster. Over on the top of the device, we have your SIM card tray, but inside the SIM card tray, it doubles as a SD card slot. So now you can expand your memory, and that is something that a lot of people have been wanting since the Galaxy S6, so it's a welcome change. I'm glad to see it back again. Another thing is that the phone is now IP68 water resistant rated. You can theoretically dunk your phone in water and get it wet, and it will not demolish your device. You will not have to repair it. I don't recommend it, but you can get away with it. It's something good to know. It kind of puts you at ease when you buy a really expensive phone like this, and you're worried about getting it wet in the rain or dropping it in water, we have a Snapdragon 820 processor that's supposed to be even more powerful from last year's model. We had a lot of complaints that the phone was getting hot last year with the Snapdragon that was in there. What they've done is that there is a cooling system inside of this phone to keep it from overheating. They've also added 4 gigabytes of RAM over the 3 gigabytes from last year's model. In last year's model, the applications were having trouble staying open and they just kept shutting down and failing. So hopefully the 4 gigabytes of RAM in this phone will help remedy that. Only time will tell. I will have to do some extensive testing with this phone. Lastly, we have the battery. That was one of the major complaints. You have all this power, you have a beautiful display, but the phone just dies. The battery doesn't last long. We had a 25 milliamp battery in the old S6, and they've bumped it up to a 3000 milliamp battery. This phone charges really fast, and you also have the option, just like last year, to put it on a wireless charger. Now, last year did not include the quick charge feature for the wireless charging. This year you have that. You have the quick charging feature for the wireless charger, so that is good to know that your phone is going to charge just as fast as if you were to plug it directly into the wall. That's pretty much all the features I have for this phone. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.